Hey, hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Soul here, and today it's Monday, February 13, and we have Hammerman fleet just outside of our island, ready to attack our base. So I'm gonna go ahead and load my circle base, and then give it a go. Now, before I actually go ahead and show you, start doing the actual defense against Hammerman, about a week and a couple days ago, I shared two videos with you about my normal layout, which is this one. Where it is, and how it's able to generate me intel, on over 90% of the time. Well, I just got a defense, not even 42 minutes ago. That was hilarious. So I need to share it with you because it's so funny. So this guy came in with Osukas, and he apparently scouted me because he went ahead and he took up with artillery a bunch of my hidden customers. So yeah, they scouted me, or how you say it, or knew about my layout from others. So he took a bunch of the mines that were actually dangerous for him. But I don't think he scouted very well, because you're gonna see. I mean, if you saw my videos, in any case, the link for all those videos are gonna be in the description, and they're gonna be popping on the top right now. There's still hidden mines that he didn't find. So he's doing the standard landing. Let's accelerate just a little bit. He forgot the two boom mines right there. It's gonna take one to go now and another one, but this is where it gets funny. He forgot the cluster mine behind the sniper tower. Boop. I want to say over maybe 40% of Izuku's, maybe 50 are lost there, maybe even more. When that happens to you, it's demoralizing. I know, because that's happened to me in the past. But this is the kind of defense that I get, maybe once every couple of days with Chukas. He took the critters, but it was still not enough. The rocket launcher was still shooting at them. And that's it, guys. That's how I got a defense against an all-Suka attack using my booby trap base. To me, that was hilarious. In any case, let's switch back to our normal base. Again, like I said, if you want to see, the links will be in the description. You can take a look at that. So again, I'm loading my normal circle base. The only change I'm going to do is I'm going to move one of the rocket launchers out here. That way, if I get troops going the long way around, they're going to get targeted by the rocket launcher. So we don't have to wait a lot. So Sukas, warriors, riflemen, heavies, and tanks. So I'm munching here on an apple, so sorry if you hear me now. Warriors are clumping up the way the base is designed to, and they're just walking over all the mines. They're all getting red, like I predicted. We're gonna get some guys going on the right side, and that's gonna take a little while. Let me lower the volume so you can hear me well. And that's about it. Those tanks are gonna die in a short order. And the riflemen are gonna take a little while to actually die, but hopefully the tanks are gonna get into the rocket launcher range very soon, and they die. The mines kill them? Jesus. All right. Awesome. So let's go to stage number 2. Alright, warriors are clumping up on the two buildings. That was unfortunate because the warriors are going to step on most of the mines. However, the Sukas did step on some, so they got all destroyed. Now we have a huge contingent of troops actually going to the right. That's not a problem at this stage or for this base. They're just going to take the long way around. Rocket launchers is going to do what they do best. Once they come right there, all the rocket launchers are going to be firing. Let me put this on normal speed now. And yeah, they're not going to survive for long. Again, if you're new to this video and new to this kind of layout, the idea is to separate the two forces. So in order to allow time for your forces on one of the sides, where you have all your defenses, not to be overwhelmed. You essentially delay the arrival of a group or a landing of troops by a significant amount of time, therefore allowing time for your main for your defenses to target the main group and not be overwhelmed. With Hammerman, it's all about managing the arrival of time of the troops, at which point they arrive and where do they arrive, and so that your base does not get overwhelmed. If you can prevent overwhelming, you're gonna probably win the match. All right, so that was stage 2, pretty easy. Let's take a look at stage 3. Sukus, tank, grenadiers, medics, and riflemen. Grenadiers pose a very, very significant threat to this base. Not at this level, and with my level defenses, but they do. I mean, I have a hotpot level, damage amplifier level 3, and hotpot level 2. If this was like stage 6 or stage 7, I would have actually moved that storage container out of the way, and the outermost containers in the front, I would have moved them out. I would have moved out also this non-economy buildings, so that they would actually go and get targeted by my defenses right away, and they can get damaged. So I would move boom cannons to the front lines, sniper towers to the front line. That way, the grenadiers do not have free shots. So they every time they throw a grenade, something is trying to hit them. Now you see, another important point with this layout is the spreading, right? You're gonna get troops damaged, like this one right here, and the medics are gonna have to go side to side to try to heal whatever is damaged. Therefore, they're wasting time, they're not being efficient in their healing, and they're gonna fail. I'm gonna speed this up. That single rocket launcher is not gonna be able to take on those tanks, especially with the medics. Actually, because there's a sniper tower right here. I forgot that I have a sniper tower back there. Well, usually I don't have a sniper tower in that corner. The reason for that sniper tower back there is that at some point I was upgrading that tower, and I just placed it there and I forgot. But now that I have it there, it's okay. I'm not gonna remove it. So let's take a look at stage 4. More grenadiers, more warriors, more riflemen, and a lot of tanks. So I'm gonna take a gamble here and not change my base, especially since the grenadiers are on the last spot on that roster. So the order in which you see that roster appear, that's the order in which the troops are gonna be deployed. So I know that the grenadiers are gonna be deployed last. So that's why I decided to take this down. But you see, they're still now they started coming out. All right, so now we have a huge contingent of riflemen on the right side going around, and we have a bunch of riflemen heading to the left. Now the hotbar for the first time activates, and it's just burning everything out. Now this single sniper tower is not going to be able to do much. We need the rocket launcher firing, and right now I'm not at all concerned. I know that the 2 amped up rocket launchers are going to start firing very soon, and that's going to take care of most of those riflemen and most of those grenadiers. Those troops may take some of my defenses out, but it's not going to be any significant amount of damage that's going to prevent me from winning this match. There we go. Now all 3 rocket launchers are firing to some of the troops. And that's about it, guys. I think that we have one more. Yeah, one more grenadier right there, and this match is gonna be over. Awesome job. Now we're getting into a territory where we're gonna need all the help we're gonna need. So I'm gonna put um this rocket launcher back into formation so that it's amped up and it's able to do a lot of damage because that's what we need. So let's take a look at what stage 5 is gonna bring us. A lot of riflemen, sukas, and heavies. I should have moved some of the cannons to the front line, especially since the initial wave, it's going to be a lot of heavies. But it's okay, I have a lot of faith that the boosted up rocket launchers are going to be able to put a lot of damage down range. You know, especially with all the mines in together, you just saw what just happened to all those heavies. They all got damaged at the same time. So, wow, pretty amazing. Most of that's it. All the heavies are gone. We have a huge wave on the bottom that just got wrecked with the mines. And now all that remains are Sukas coming in unprotected. As soon as the rocket launchers see them, they're going to be done and done. Amped up shock launcher is OP. And that's it. Now we have how many heavies on the other side? It's just riflemen and heavies. Fortunately, they walk very closely, and that combination does not mix with rocket launchers. Because the oversplash, when you're hitting the heavies, the oversplash tends to kill the riflemen too. So I'm gonna accelerate this. There's no point. You know we got this on the map. Awesome. So was this stage 6? I want to say yes. No, that was stage 5. Wow. Stage 6 is lots of riflemen and a scorcher tank. Not a problem. It doesn't matter where that scorcher tank ends up going. I know we got this. Now, if for some reason I end up losing, what I'll do is I'll pause the video, find a solution, and then show you on the next take the solution, so that way you're not wasting a lot of time watching the replay. You see, I mean, those 3 rocket launchers are just putting their hurt on those riflemen. There's no way that he is going to be able to win with this layout, especially with the rocket launcher, the shock launcher, and the hot pot. Now, if you manage to shock the hot pot on a very, not a very opportune time, then that's gonna be bad. But it hasn't happened still. So many riflemen. I was concerned there for a second, but I'm not anymore. There's a few riflemen on the left side, and now we can turn around and focus on the north side, and it's just a few more. And then goes stage number 6 of Hammerman. All right, let's take a look at the last stage. No grenadiers, which is very good. Medics and Sukas and riflemen and warriors. So let's go for it. I'm not gonna make any changes to the base. In the later stages, the most important thing is how he uses the GBE. Freaking awesome. That entire first wave just got, first and second wave just got entirely wrecked by essentially mines. However, he's using barrage very efficiently, and I've lost most of my defenses on the front now. I still have 2 rocket launchers and 2 shock launchers. Now, the warriors are coming in, which is not good because I don't have anything to counter them specifically. Other than the rocket launcher. So it seems that we're going to lose this stage. However, the loss of this stage was mainly caused by 2 things. It was essentially overwhelming. My defenses got overwhelmed because he took out some key defenses. So like I said, I'm going to pause the video, get the solution, and then come back as soon as I have it. All right, guys. So it took me several attempts. You can see how many times it took me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attempts to get stage number 7 done with my circle base, but I finally tweaked it so that it was perfect. As you can see, there's some significant changes. Stuff around here, it's stuff that gets artillery or barrage out, so it's not worth it to keep it on the cluster if it's already damaged. As you can see, I made some modification to the minefield. I moved the initial buildings to divert the first 3 waves on this direction, because I needed all those 3 waves in that direction, and then divert the last one, which was the one that was overwhelming, so that it would go to the right side. And I managed to do that using that sort of approach. Also, you see I moved my hotpot here because most of the units that were coming late in the game were approaching on that corner. Also, they're medics, so I needed to have a way to pull the medic in close so that my defenses could kill them, because otherwise there were just too many medics. Let me move one of these mines out on the water so you can take a look at the layout. If you need, you can pause it, take a screenshot, and then imitate it if you want to do it that way. But that's about it. All right, let's take a look at the actual defense. So you see he's bringing 12 medics, 60 Sukas, 312 riflemen, 9 tanks, and 64 warriors, which is a lot. Those were the ones that were overwhelming my defenses. So you see, that's stuff that initially gets barrage out. He does send a critter pack to the back. I decided that the damage for that was negligible, so I decided to keep it that way. So now you see the first wave, it's going to the left, followed by the second wave, which is also going to the left. The minefields are being very efficient. You know, the first wave almost gets entirely killed out by the minefield, which is actually pretty good. Here comes the second wave, which brings all the medics in, and those were the ones that were causing me trouble, together with the warriors. So now you see where the warriors are going. Hotpot activates, you know, it's taking care of those warriors that get close to the defenses, together with the machine guns, and that's enough for me to be able to pull in the medics in the front, and I'm able then to destroy most of those medics. There's only a few that remain, and the last one just got killed. Now, having those boom cannons staggered out so that they don't all get killed during the first wave, it's critical. I had them all in the front, and it was not working because the warriors and the riflemen were coming in and destroying them. Now, we didn't focus at all on the right side because most of the action was happening here, but the minefield that was here on this corner managed to get rid of some of the warriors. It reduced the force of the warriors by maybe a third. So that was also really helpful. But because I managed to divert that last set of troops, which was the one that was overwhelming my troops, I was able to take care of the left, and now all my defenses can now completely focus on the remaining troops on the right side. And that just did the trick. I managed to get a defense. At the beginning, it's all about tweaking, taking out the stuff that gets GBE. Sometimes stuff that gets GBE late on the game gets GBE that way because what he wanted to target priority was already being destroyed. So just to give you an example, I had moved this flamethrower out here, right? Because it was being barraged. Now, as it turned out, that flamethrower was being targeted. That flamethrower was being essentially targeted because this machine. What happened here? Now I forgot what I had there. But there was something in here that was getting barraged. And essentially it was because there was another item in the front line that was getting destroyed. And therefore he barraged something else. So 2 of the tries ended up being just like that. Me moving something out thinking that was the thing that was getting barraged. But in reality, it ended up being something else because I had managed to hold off troops longer. So the actual structure that Hammerman wanted to barrage out was not available. And then it became available. So he just kept switching stuff that he wanted to barrage out. But in any case, we managed to get it out, using the circle-based approach. I hope you like the video, guys. I hope that it helps you. And if it does, come on, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. I really enjoy seeing, what you have to say about my videos. I know that they may not be the best quality videos with the best sound, but, I'm working with what I have right now. So thank you for stopping by and checking my video, and Sol is checking out.